What's up, gang? It's Willie Rebuild, and I'm back with another one. Today we at the house. I'm about to get ready to go to the shop, but I say, you know what? I was out here cleaning the Monte and cleaning the Lexus. I say, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give a review on the Monte Carlo after owning it for 2 years, and kind of an idea what you can expect with owning a G-body Monte Carlo. So first off, this here is an 86 Monte Carlo SS. I owned it for 2 years. I brought it from a guy in Tulsa, Oklahoma for $4,200. Clean title. It's set up in a barn for 20 years. The guy stopped driving the car because he said every time he would drive it and go into town or whatever in Tulsa, somebody steal a car. But luckily for him, they stole it twice. He got it back twice. Should I say luckily for me? Because if he wouldn't have got it back, then I wouldn't have been able to buy it. It's a solid car. It's not in perfect condition. It have wear of any other car of his age, dodings and little scratches when you get close. It's been repainted before, as you can see right there on the bumper, where a piece of the clip chipped off. Paint job probably 20 years old plus, I'm thinking. The door, as you can see by the lock where they stuck the screwdriver in it when they stole it, he put a little epoxy or whatever he used on it to do his little repair. In the back, as you can see right here, that's a small dent because they backed into something. And when I brought the car, the tail light and the extension was for 87, 88. So I found another tail light extension and another tail light in good condition and replaced it. As you can see, got scratches and paint chips on it. But for the most part, it's a solid car for the price that I paid for it. And after looking at a bunch of rust buckets, this car wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I see this car will work, because when I was first in the market for a Monte Carlo, I was looking to spend probably around $8 grand. And man, all the cars I went and looked at, they was rust buckets. I really wanted a car with T-tops with the shift on the floor, like Ratness. But after looking at a bunch of cars like that were stripped out and gutted out to damn near a race car, or either I go and all of the floor pans rusted out and whatnot, I say, man, you know what? I ain't gonna be a nitpicker. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this car because it's a pretty solid car. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I sealed the deal on this car right here because it was solid and it was running drive. So that's how I got the car. I'm gonna let y'all take a look in the inside. As you can see, inside look pretty good. Everything intact. Oh, and another thing, I see the car that I buy, it have to have power windows and locks. So although it didn't have the shift on the floor, it did have the power windows and locks. So I say, I got some of what I wanted. But as you can see, the car in good condition. Headliner, still good. Everything in the car. The carpet's still good. I drive it daily. I'm gonna pop the hood for y'all. As you can see, everything works the way that it's supposed to. Give y'all a little idea of what I did under the hood. It's the original 305 AC and heat that work. And all I did basically was freshened it up. Put a new alternator on it, new compressor on it. Let me see if I can get out this sun. New compressor on it, new water pump on it, new water pump pulley on it, new radio, new hoses, new valve cover gasket, put a new intake on it, you know, new distributor, new battery. I just freshened it up. New blower motor. As you can see, I put a few dollars into it to make the car reliable, because I'm the type of guy, I'll take reliability over horsepower. I wanted a car, when I brought this car, that I can drive around. I know what I wanted. I wasn't looking for a race car, because I went and looked at a lot of them. I wanted a car that was original, that wasn't tampered with, so I can get it back to stock form. And that's what we got right here, gang. So a little bit of my plans for the car is, eventually I'm gonna pull a 305 out of it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It run good. The valve seals may need to be replaced. Sometimes it smoke a little bit on cold starts, but it clear out after like a minute or two. Not nothing major. As you can see, this is where the car sit at. Right here. It leaked by the quarter size spot of oil, as you can see on the floor. So, I mean, the car is reliable. So, I can't really complain about that. The 305, it'll take you anywhere you want to go. If you want a family cruiser, this the type of car you want to build right here. Stock suspension on it. I did the disc brake conversion from the Blazer, 2000 Blazer, front and rear. Put new shocks, KYB shocks all the way around it. Got a posi ring in it. Put new tires all the way around it. I basically just made the car to where it's reliable, man, and anybody can drive it. My girl get in and drive it. I drive it, and I don't have no problems out of it. It's reliable. Now, if you want to build a race car, then this video not for you, because this car is not a race car. If you try to race it, you're going to get your ass bust, because it ain't nothing but a 305 factory. If you want to turn heads, this type of car will be the car for you. If you just want to go and cruise on Sundays, you don't need a UMI suspension to go cruise on Sundays with your girl and your kids. You don't need a 9-inch Moser rim, a 9-inch Ford rim. You don't need none of that shit if you just want to cruise. Now, if you want a race car, then you can go and buy all that shit and go race it. But the race car is not gonna be a cruiser. Race car don't have no AC. So when your girl don't want to go get in there and ride in there with you, hey, you wanted a race car. When your kids don't want to get in there and ride in it because it's hot or it's cold, you wanted a race car. So that's the deal what you get when you build a race car. But this is my blueprint on how I did it. I put all the suspension back stock. Everything under the hood is stock. The car got AC in it. It got heat in it. It got a radio in it that I got out the junkyard that don't have no Bluetooth in it. I got my little Bluetooth device that I found in the car at the junkyard. And this is what I ride. I like it. I'll drive it anywhere. It ain't got no music in it. I call it the tweeter box. I got the 2 Pioneers in the dash and 2 6x9s in the back. And that's all I need to ride it around when I'm riding. I don't need no SCAR audio, no JL audio, not yet anyway. Now, one day, all that's gonna change. It's still gonna be a cruiser, but I'm gonna make it more comfortable for me, if that makes sense. I'm gonna repaint the car when I finish riding this, and I might put a little music in there and repowder coat the wheels, because as you can see, my front wheels, the finish on them is a different finish from the back wheels. And I'm thinking that when they stole a car, one of those times, they took the wheels off it. And the guy went and got some more wheels to replace it. And he put back what he could find. But the finish on them is a different finish. 2 of them is light like my front wheels, and the back wheels are a darker finish. But overall, it's a solid car. You don't have to go pay 10 grand to get a good deal in a good car. Like I see, I paid $4,200 for this car. And you could drive it anywhere in the country, guaranteed, with the 305 in it. Now, you might not be the fastest, but you might get there first, because that LS or that 383, that bitch might break down. This bitch might break down. But from my experience of driving it, she gonna get you where you gotta go at, buddy. So this is my review on the 86 Monte Carlo hardtop. And once I get Radness squared away, you're gonna see more of this car on the channel, because I'm gonna do an engine swap on it and we're gonna repaint it. So you're gonna see some footage of this car. I call it Lil 50. That's what I call it, Lil 50, because that's the engine code on the 305, 50. So that's what I call it, Lil 50. But it's Willie Rebuild, just giving y'all a review on the 86 Monte Carlo after owning it for 2 years, and giving y'all my thoughts and some of my blueprint on how I went about making this car a reliable car and a daily driver, and a car that you can drive anywhere you want to go. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's Willie Rebuild, over and out, baby.